Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Gookster Rules. Today we're playing some Halo 5 Grifball. So, Grifball just came out a couple weeks ago now, and it's a lot of fun. I've always been a big fan of Grifball. It's a fun game to play. And I want to show you one game of me playing this. I end up going like 52 and 46 or something like that, which is a lot. But we also get behind like really quickly in the beginning here, and then we come back, and I end up scoring the overtime winning goal. So of course I had to show you guys this match here. But I'm going to be talking about something else today, and if you saw the title, you may be wondering, oh, Googer, what are you talking about? What's going on? So today I want to talk about what's happening with my school. So if you guys didn't know, I am a sophomore in college, about to be a junior pretty soon, and I've been here long enough to kind of see some stuff happen. You know, I'm not some wide-eyed guy who just didn't really know what's going on. But I've been here long enough to see this, and this has been going on for like a few years now, not just in college. But basically, what's happening is the faculty at my school, i.e. the professors, are going to strike if they don't get a pay raise in the next month. So they're going to strike for a whole week and hope then that they will reach an agreement to get a pay raise. So I don't really know the technicalities of all of this, but from what I know, basically, the price of tuition and everything obviously has gone up substantially, but the wage for a professor has not steadily increased. So basically everything's going up a lot, except for the wages for the professors. And it's just a little strange, and I'm probably going to say like I don't understand a lot of times this video, but it's really how I'm feeling about this. So the thing I found that was just absolutely the craziest is that if you're not a tenured professor, then you're making like $5,000 per class, and there's also limits on how many classes you can teach. They limit the amount of hours that you're actually in a classroom setting with students. So they limit that. So for example, I TA for this one class, and one of the professors can't teach anymore because they are already teaching too much, and so he's not allowed to teach it anymore. And so they got someone else to do it just for the semester, which is strange. But yeah, they limit that, and so if you're not tenured, let's say you probably have to like just teach 3 or 4 classes, and then again you get $5,000 per class. So you're getting 15 to 20 grand per semester. So for the year it'd be like what, 30 to 40 grand. And then you have summers off, so I guess if you want to do something for summer. That's not the point of this. The point is you're getting $40,000 per year as a post-secondary professor. And I still don't know how long it takes to get a PhD, because that's not what my plan is. But I know it takes like 6 to 8 years to get a PhD. And that is so much student debt you've accumulated, and to be getting 40 grand-ish a year teaching as a professor is nuts. Like how is that even a thing? It's crazy to me to think about. You know, and you have so much debt, and then if you have a family, you know, you have all this stuff going on, and you're like near the poverty line basically if you have a family. It's crazy. I understand you have to like prove yourself and to make sure you're competent and you're effective, but that's just crazy. So that's probably what I like. The craziest thing I've gotten out of this is that if you're not tenured, you're not in real good shape. Um, and so they're planning on striking again in around a month if they don't come to a resolution. And you know, with them not being in class, we're not getting taught anything. So we're not like showing up to class. But yet, from what I'm hearing, we spend $300 for this week. I guess that's just like the average or something. But that's how much we're spending for this whole week that we're not being taught anything. And I think it's clear that I'm definitely advocating for the strike. But we're really like losing out. And it's not just my school. I'm in a state school, so there's around 10 to 15 more of these schools doing this, which is, I mean, a lot. And then my school is also like one of the smallest. So, you know, that's a lot of people losing out and losing like apparently $300. And it's just dumb. Like, it shouldn't have to really even come to this point. Like, they should have everything, you know, situated. And we wouldn't have to miss out on class for something like this, you know? It just doesn't really make sense to me, you know? You come to college to gain knowledge, you know, better your opportunities and stuff like that. But, you know, the school's just, you know, taking the money for itself. And there's this, like, generic thing where, you know, when you become a college student, you become aware of corporations, and there's that kind of thing. But, like, college itself has kind of become a corporation in that they want money. And it's, you know, it's just crazy. That, you know, these teachers aren't getting paid what they should be. You know, they're doing all this work, they should be rewarded for it. But apparently they're not deserving of it, which is strange. And then, like, what's the incentive for them to, you know, do better or do more research? You know, they don't have the incentive or initiative to, like, even do that. So then there's not really a motive to become any better. And that's what college is, you know, to better yourself and then others. It doesn't make sense to me. So I'm talking about this. A big reason why I'm talking about this is because I'm myself am looking to become a high school teacher. So this is somewhat relevant to me. And I haven't just experienced this in college. I've seen this in high school. So for years now, there's been like a yearly protest at our district. And basically, if you were working in our county as a teacher for like 20 years, you still could get, I think it's like a pink slip or a red slip or something. And it's basically telling you, hey, there's a chance that you may not be able to work here anymore, and we're gonna have to like fire you. And so, for one example, one of my favorite teachers thus far in my life, he would get these slips too every year, and he was like a really good teacher. He was funny, and he was not uptight, and it was just a really comfortable classroom setting, and I learned a lot. And he was just doing a real good job, but he wasn't being rewarded for it. And he would keep getting these slips, and eventually, you know, 1 year ended, and no one knew if he was going to come back or not. And he ended up finding a job at a different county because the one I'm at is very small, and the one he went to is very big. So obviously they have more money and a better budget. But he ended up leaving and opting to go there instead, and it really upset me, you know, because, you know, I basically becoming a teacher because I thought, you know, that they were doing a real good job. I thought they were inspirations, basically, but he's not being rewarded for it in his work. It's just like unfair. Like I was really upset about that at the time, and I still am, essentially. So yeah, it's just dumb, and I don't know if it's gonna change. I mean, I hope it does, but it's ridiculous when someone who's been working for so long, you know, doesn't really get what they deserve. And, I mean, if you're like a really, really, really shitty teacher, then that's fine, but, you know, if people are, you know, doing like surveys and they're giving back like somewhat good results, you know, you deserve something from that. And more than just like a tenure after whatever. And when you become tenured, you know, after that you should be rewarded if you're doing a good job. Again, it just does not make sense to me. And I have a relative who has been a teacher, a principal, and a superintendent for around like 35 years. She's retired now. But I basically told her, like, hey, like, I want to be a teacher. It's something I can see myself doing. And I want to, like, you know, give these people a good opportunity. I want them to learn and to become good people. And she's basically just like, you should probably rethink your decision. And when I hear that from someone who's, you know, been around the industry as long as she has, you know, that's terrifying to hear. You know, I would think that she would want me to do something like that, but no, she was straight away like, yeah, I don't know about that. And, you know, it's scary to think about. And so I really hope it does change, because, again, it's something I can see myself doing. And it's not even really about money for me. If you're a teacher, I mean, you probably understand that. It's not totally about money. When you're a teacher, you don't get paid that much, but, you know, it's the passion to do it. It's the interest to do it, and that's what I'm in it for. And so, I mean, I have to support a family myself, so I hope it does change. So I'm going to leave my rant there. If you're in college, or if you want to just say whatever, like, say whatever, bro. Just comment. Like, honestly, I'm flustered right now. But anyways, thank you guys very much for watching the video. Again, if you want to talk about this, like, talk about it to me. Comment for me. Other than that, though, just like the video, subscribe if you would. I'd really appreciate it. I'm gonna get my goal in a couple seconds here because I'm a boss. Oh man. And I usually don't talk about this stuff, but, you know, again, it has to do with me and something I really care about. But that's going to be the game there. Thank you guys for watching. Again, subscribe or like the video, please. This is Gookster Rules, signing out.